What's up, guys? To another episode of Box to Box. Nice. Shot, son.
It's good.
What's up, to another episode of Box to Box after the first race of the season of F1. I'm here with so Ferrari.
I can tell you for free. Just go check his Twitter now. Tweeting nonsense. Standard.
And you're here with Jeff as well.
Same on a top boy.
Not nilianza leo.
Ah, fuck.
Ulimaliza?
Kuna storylines ka 1 million.
Yeah, so anyway, we had our first race of the season, Bahrain GP. Kerry, what do you think about the tires?
Fans. Swatek.
Kabla tuanze race, tuanze tu weekend, mwanzo tu kwanza.
Yeah.
Tuanze qualifying. Any surprises at qualifying? What do you guys think? I think, who was it? LeClerc was first, obviously. Then Verstappen. I think the surprise was Bottas being on the third row, with next to Hamilton, and Kevin Magnussen, number 7.
That Haas is moving. The people that rode it last season, people coming to this season are still talking trash. They don't know how F1 tokens work. Haas has shown, guys.
Haas was we not qualified. Yeah. You want to saw LeClerc getting you easy?
Nah, see, tulikuwa too expected. The only problem ilikuwa kwa na 1-2 bad in qualifying. Expected us to lock up the front row. Didn't.
Because of the yellow flag.
Bahati mbaya tu.
Hey, but did you guys watch Sainz's interview? He was so chilled at Melo. He was like, in fact, he was making himself look like he's really underachieved.
Someone said this kid was high.
He was like, no, I didn't do well at all, but I can't complain. I'll start. But he was trying to really underplay. But bro, deep down, that guy has a poker face. He has a serious poker face.
It was a bad weekend throughout.
It was a bad weekend, eh?
Yeah.
He could have done better.
Yeah.
I think it's better than LeClerc.
Which car was faster on qualifying between the two?
LeClerc
was faster all weekend. All weekend, but yeah, whichever way I think it is. Potato, man. It's a 1-2 draw.
And then I think after Q3, was it after Q2 or Q3, we had 5 Ferrari engines in the top 10. Which is basically like, that
bottom 6
is doing well.
Benzes.
Not like...
Yeah, it's true. And all teammates, other than Russell, yeah?
Yeah. The guys
Why such a big gap though between those engines?
I don't know.
Nah, so the main guys have the real thing.
I did only for the
fake real thing.
Half.
Shamas.
To basic.
Half tuned.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. I look at this one, like, it started off, I expected Ferrari to dominate, yeah? But I expected more like from RedBull.
Did you feel it dominated way more than they should have?
For the first race, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I expected RedBull to at least show that they won last season. Come with that sort of
But they did win the constructors. They just won.
No, they won the championship. So you have a good car to win the championship. Because they also lost the constructors. Man. I didn't expect shit from Benz. The other guys who won the constructors. So it wasn't.
Yeah. So there's not much.
Anything other than that would be a disappointment. Anything from Benz other than constructors?
Nah, I don't think they expected constructors.
Last season, you didn't think they expected it?
Last season they expected it.
But you're saying this season?
This season, they don't expect it. It's not part of the build towards.
You guys have had 2 years.
Yeah.
That's like tanking. That's proper tanking, eh?
No, the fact of it is we all had the same 2 years. So just because you get decided to do something else after 2 years.
So how does the money work in terms of, like, you see how Ferrari said these 2 years Askes are just going to focus in 2022. So do you allocate some of those resources to 2022 and have less in 2021 and have more, or is there still a cap in 2022? Let's say it's 60 million every year, right? But you're like, no, let's just use 30 now. So I would move 30 next time we do is 90. Is that allowed? Or is there still a cap in the next year?
You're not moving it to use 90. You're using that 30 on that engine.
On that engine for the next year.
So you're not using it on the engine that you're currently using.
Yes, I agree with that. But what I'm saying is, every year you have a cap. as to how much you
that's
can
what I'm saying.
spend.
The
Then
car.
you also have tokens as well on
Yeah.
what you can change for free.
Yeah, so you can just split your cup. I'm working with 30 on this. So instead of making it 90 for the next year, you just start work on that one with the 30
Or
that
today
you
with the
have.
30 that you have.
Yeah.
So basically, yeah. Okay,
Yeah, you're still
makes
using the
sense.
same cup.
Yeah.
Because like if last season, I think at some point everyone's cars slowed down because now they started developing the newer engines. for this
Hey,
year.
but there's some people who started developing the newer engines and they're still. But I mean, I can see it now. But when Haas said last year that they're developing newer engines, I was like, what are you guys talking about? You guys are still useless.
How's
Because Mazepin and Schumacher last season were just.
And then also they got more time on aero. If you've seen the aero
Yeah.
thing, where like if you finished first, you get the least aero,
Yeah.
second like that.
Yeah.
Then
So
Haas has
the Haas had a lot of. Yeah.
6-7 hours, then Benz probably has like 2 hours on aerodynamics. So just in the wind tunnel.
Alright, so then race weekend on Sunday, I'm sure we were all hyped about it. Ferrari fans going into the race, how are you feeling? Confident? No bother? You were
bro.
easy?
Yeah. Front row.
1-2, you were sure 1-2 was
sure.
sure.
I was sure it was two guys at the podium, so we didn't know. I knew number one, so it was either 2 or 3,
Yeah.
depending on whatever Sainz was going to do. Yeah, it was a pretty easy. It was a pretty easy ride.
So it's not easy.
Nah, bro, we led from 1 to 57. So yes,
It's not easy.
that was pretty easy work.
Actually, when Leclerc pitted and then came out in front of Verstappen, that's when I was like,
When I knew they had won is when Max locked up. When he had that lock, like and he tried to late brake and then he locked up his sister. That's when I knew.
Oh yeah, he was trying to be smart, but then he looked like he was kind of about to pull it off.
He was
And
about
then
to.
he was about to
Then
pull
when
it
he
off.
locked, I
He
just knew that
off,
was
he
it.
tried it twice before the 2 other laps.
and
Messed it
then
up.
Mercy just
Yeah.
simmered his engine.
It's not.
And then the race between Verstappen and Ferrari and Leclerc. Because when I saw that, what I was thinking of was last year. Remember there was a time, was Leclerc pole? It was pole at Monaco.
Then
It
his
was
car
Monaco.
died.
His car died. But there was another one where he was like top 3 and he just couldn't keep up with
the other guys.
Hamilton. Hamilton was behind him, DRS, fresh tires. This guy is struggling
To keep him
He couldn't
going.
even keep up. Like, he couldn't even fight. But then now you see like a Ferrari is going 4 laps straight. It's like, yeah, I'll let you pass, but I know I'll pass
I
you.
know I'll catch you. Yeah.
And that's the type of confidence that we never saw last year. And just seeing it again. And I think we asked you last week, like, what are you looking forward to the most coming into this season? And you said competition. Bruh, just having competition is different.
No.
It makes a big
Then
difference.
like the whole grid everywhere, like there's packs of cars, everyone is just together. Like it's not like spread out.
Actually, at some point, all the cars were still there.
Yeah, all of them were
Up
all
until
together.
like 40 something when Gasly retired. That was like 40 something, which was also I think the last time that ever happened. You guys trivia question. The last race, all cars finished.
All cars finished.
Yeah,
Like the race.
yeah. I can't
last year,
remember. I
Abu
can't.
Dhabi.
It was Abu Dhabi.
Yes.
Oh,
all cars finished.
See.
What is the truth? This is the last time all cars finished. It's the last year.
Yeah, well, you're right.
Everyone finished. Even Mazepin.
Alright, so I think the this weekend was just highlighted by how Red Bull got 0 points. Yeah. Are you surprised? Anyone surprised?
I am. I thought the car would be more reliable. So if they're already having those issues, it's going to be like a while till you can fix them. Because now if you put in a different power unit, so now you only have 3 for the season. So if he puts in a new one, he starts at the back of the grid this weekend.
Yeah.
Which means Perez probably have a new power unit because his engine died. I don't know about Max though. Because his steering died.
What was it a fuel issue? Wait, just Tino. Just check what the official word was from Red Bull.
Someone tweeted, what's his name? Brian tweeted that kwani mulipitia Rubis. And he killed me.
So V-Power.
Instead of V-Power, he decided, why don't we go to Rubis?
Kiara, once you saw the Red Bulls going out, what were you thinking at that point?
Nah, it's just how lucky Hamilton was. Like nothing else. It's just Benz was so unimpressive. Like I've ever seen a boring team. He did nothing. I think 1 overtake, 2 overtakes.
No, but
Yeah,
George Russell was 9. So So those are
Yeah, and he was ninth and he became sixth just because of the safety car. It wasn't anything
Oh,
else.
No,
and
but
after two Red Bulls dropped out.
He got a cheap pit stop. Went all the way to 7, and then guys who Convella decided to do whatever they're doing.
Someone was saying Russell waited 3 years to get this car. Like,
man, it's just trash. I'd be so pissed.
Let's just part of the next car. Yeah, Benz. It was just Benz. Like that whole Red Bull thing. It only related how bad Benz are because now they get third and fourth. But now how do you put a third and fourth with a car like that? So it's just.
So that's what I was saying, reliability.
what was the car doing?
How's it?
That thing for like this is called what?
It's trash. Guys, baby. Ukitembea gari hapa ianze kutingika sasa gari inarukaruka.
Lakini hiyo Benz.
My car is proposing.
Hiyo Benz ukicheki lika unasikia zile Rebel Streets. Even you.
Hella violent inside there.
Hey, but also no
Yeah,
beer.
shit.
That guy is doing some neck workouts there.
So the things have the lift pump or collector. I don't know what those things are. Mr. Engineer, you can
Lift
explain
pump?
to- Yeah, lift pump or collector.
I thought it was a fuel whatever issue.
Yeah,
Control
these are
the fuel.
components in
Of the fuel,
the
yeah.
pump.
Just walk on that.
I thought it was the pump, the entire pump itself.
See, again, into F1 fan, yeah? Acha naongelesha so DTS. You know, at least DTS guys, yeah. At least it's
They're just watching for.
yeah, them they watch it hapo juu. Ferrari kuna mbio.
Mercedes is slow.
Yeah, Mercedes is slow. Sasa now hapo sasa this purists, sijui what component.
Si purist ni wewe.
Even if it's
So
a
you're a
purist.
gatekeeper.
I'm a fan.
You're a gatekeeper.
I'm a pure fan.
You're a gatekeeper of the sport.
Mini OG, it's fast.
When you gatekeeper of the sport.
See, kama sora kamkulane for and they want to put this whole things for steering wheel rods. Nah, bro. It's simple. Ferrari is the fast, yeah. We have the fastest car. And since we have the fastest car, we're going to win.
Hakuna
Hakuna
exhaust.
competition never started. Given. Red Bull also have a fast car. But see the problem of now it's just a small team somewhere. Now the fact that they decided to make it their own team.
Yeah.
Reliability.
Trash.
So for me, I think one thing I'll say about e-race ya Bahrain, I mean, those small things that you see already differences. Just the broadcast has changed. Like, I didn't think,
graphics.
just from someone who edits a lot, like seeing the graphics and whatever, having the tire there in the corner and then now when on that guy's car, the thing comes out, it's Tsunoda, if it's whoever. Now his name lights up. Have you seen it?
It's a name.
That shit is fire!
It was just saying
That shit is fire! That shit is fire! See,
Just
Kulele,
the
when the camera focuses on a car, it highlights his name and then it becomes bigger. You haven't seen
I
that?
didn't notice.
Bro,
When you focus on a car in the name. The car has a name. So
Oh, in fact, it's Apple called Livelo.
commentator is telling you you're driving.
Okay, let me ask you another question. What do you think about the camera, the onboard camera?
And
The
the
one
onboard
inside?
camera's dope.
The helmet cam.
Yeah, that helmet comes
The helmet cam is fire.
But
That's
with
how-
Mercedes, we're not seeing anything. Bro, I think
That's how I
it was
saw
giving you
someone's
epilepsy.
overtake. Who's overtake? Bottas or Schumacher. Yeah, so
But not everyone has.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
It's 3 races per 3 people per race. If you're on Sky, you get to see people down.
Hey, but hey, Bottas
if you're on the front TV, see everyone's
Bottas is on
all
whatever, though.
20.
Bottas has did some things this weekend,
It's trying.
Because they said he was going to lose his record for sure of consecutive Q3
Q3s.
sessions. Then he finally made it became a big deal because when he was at Mercedes, it was not a big deal. We expect him to go to
Because it's
whatever.
an Alfa Romeo. Last season they were doing 0. This season now they have a chance because of the Ferrari engine.
So out of all those Ferrari engines, other than the top two, LeClerc and Sainz, who else did you watch and you're like, this guy will at least in terms of the middle table?
It's just Haas. It's
Haas.
just Haas next.
Alfa Romeo.
Next up. Alfa Romeo, nah.
See, Bottas was 6th. What was he? 7th.
But he just sneaked in.
Where did Bottas finish?
Bottas was having a hard one.
He started like when Bottas did Bottas things.
He started-
Who was
he
number
started
6?
over
Who
there and
finished
went
6th
all the
in the
way
race?
back.
Because five was K-Mag.
No,
Okay, Mark.
whoever this
Actually,
Ocon-
K-Mag was
K-Mag.
my...
Bottas.
Yeah, Bottas was
Bottas.
6th.
So he finished where he started.
Ocon was 7th, yeah. Ocon was 7th.
And then Alonso.
Russell was...
Benson.
Oh, Russell was Okoju. Tsunoda. Hey, we haven't spoken about who finished number 10?
Joe.
On debut.
The Chinese guy.
Yeah.
That's what I say. She was kidogo scared driving.
But even Tsunoda was like that last season. Even if he was finished 9th, we didn't see anything.
But Tsunoda used to push. This guy is...
Yeah.
Because every time, like, if you think about Tsunoda last season, we'd go to his car a lot. Because he's pushy. Or he's having a battle with someone. He's even had a battle with Hamilton last season.
Yeah.
This guy I don't think will do it.
Yeah, what's his name? Guangzhou.
Whose thing is...
Yeah.
This kind of bookie, man, I don't get.
Guan Yu Zhou.
Place has like 1 billion people. So first guy ever.
From China.
Yeah.
Actually, that's actually true. That doesn't make sense.
That's really shocking.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but pia kumekuwa na mwindi moja.
Karun.
Yeah.
Z, hakuna mwingine? Z, there's another one.
It's just Karun.
Z guys are lying. Karun is the only Indian F1 driver that's been there.
1 billion plus places. Don't have talent.
No, that's not possible. There's another
Monaco
one.
has like 10 people.
No, there's another
It
one.
has 5 racers.
Bro, there's
You
another
can't
one.
tell me.
But everyone lives in Monaco.
Researcher, there has to be another Indian driver that has been in the F1.
Nah, there's the guy who presents shit.
That's Karun.
That's that guy.
Yeah.
It's that guy.
Yeah, that's the only
No, there's someone else.
Brother.
I don't
Who is
think so.
Nani? Albon is half. He's English and
Albon.
Like Indonesian or something.
Malaysia.
Thai. It's something like that.
Thai, uko Nyoso, uko Malaysia.
No, that's
Singapore.
the east side.
Yeah.
Is that between?
There's been
two.
Yeah, there's been 2.
Who's the other?
I know he's
Just
and I know his
Where's the
face.
other guy?
It's never.
Narain.
He's never raced.
KN.
Okay,
That-
I don't know
that
that
must-
guy.
that must
That guy
have been
doesn't-
driver
that
number
guy is
2.
driver number 2. Yeah.
Driver
Only-
number 2. Timo does.
Yeah. So it's not new Chinese driver is not impressive. The continent needs to do better.
So
Billion plus people. Bro.
out of
Africa, we don't have anyone.
oh, that's why unaongea ban
No,
Africa.
there's that Kido, the Kenyan Kido, and then there's some
Yeah, he came to rally.
Kenyan Kido.
Yeah, the Kenyan
Sote Kenyan Kido.
Yeah, he was in F3.
It's in F3.
F3 and F1 is different, bro.
So you have to go through everything. You can't just jump from F3 to F1.
Salto F3 kind of WRC.
They run out of funds.
Trajectory is not working.
There's no training facilities, isn't it? Even this Chinese guy, he trained in Sheffield.
Yeah, he grew up in
In
Sheffield.
China, there's no training
He
facility.
grew up in Sheffield. So that's,
They literally have trucks in China.
that's what Croft was saying the whole time. Shanghai to Sheffield, like the entire weekend.
That's just a personal choice. That's just
Even Albon grew up in the UK.
In the UK, yeah.
yes, I guess to race you have to be European of sorts.
Yeah,
Because
in
there's
a
no
way.
American
You can't
dude there,
just-
there's no.
There's a Canadian.
Has there been an American?
Maybe the Canadian is literally like British.
By the way, that thing is it's such a European sport, absolutely. It doesn't make sense. So today I was reading about how DTS has made big numbers. Have you changed your thoughts on DTS?
Bro.
It has changed the sport though. So now the squeeze who tweet. Previously, 4 years ago, if you tweeted 2 guys like you, now you're getting like 15, 17.
Bro, it's not changed my mind on what DTS is. It's just like even the drivers themselves don't like it. So I know it's good for fans, which is okay. But
Out of those mad DTS personalities, basically the mid-table, who did the best this weekend?
What the?
Sonoda.
Sonoda.
Guys have been
No,
saying
but
that
K-Mag.
K-Mag did.
Okay, Mag is not in DTS.
Yeah, yet.
He's in the coming
He's
season.
going now. I don't
know.
know, guys say Sonoda is a dickhead and just
Apparently,
Yeah, apparently.
But
So last
listen to his
week we had another question about biggest disappointment, but no one did. Someone mention McLaren?
No.
I think there's one person who mentioned.
Someone mentioned McLaren, but for
So do you think this is going to happen?
Different.
Do you think this
I
McLaren
think
thing
it was
is?
Bitcoin. It was like surprise.
Yeah, it's a bigger surprise.
So this McLaren thing, like them finishing way down there.
They didn't finish. DNF.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Now McLaren's finished.
No, see
There were 18 cars that finished.
Yeah.
See, but so 3 people are Red Bull.
At the end of the race, like when you're looking down at the things, it was Gasly.
McLaren's finished because
And both Red Bulls.
this one was
I don't
last. Ricardo's interview was Ricardo saying
I don't think they managed because after the safety
he's
car,
glad
I
he
didn't see
managed to
them.
get in all the race laps.
Despite COVID.
Yeah, as in just he hadn't gotten through the race laps.
Both
like-
of the McLaren's finished.
They
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah, both finished.
both of them
I didn't
finished.
see them even when the
Because only
safety car
three
went
cars
back.
didn't finish.
Yeah, got 2 Red Bulls and Alpha.
So Red Bull.
So this whole, they're gonna change the power unit, yeah, and then the tires also, they're gonna do some tuning on them.
And then,
And then-
the front brakes and something.
So there's nothing much you can do.
and then manini road huko hivyo, steering rod.
Steering rod huko.
Yeah,
Kuna vitu mingi unaweza fanya. Kama gari
Chassis.
yangu ni faster, gari yangu ni faster. Mpaka ununue gari ingine.
Hapo tunaweza
So,
do.
tunaweza-
Subiri judge ni kitambo kubwa.
So now you wait for the next time get new cars. But now it's past. It's Red Bull. It's
So this weekend tuko wapi?
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi
Jeddah.
Arabia.
Question for everyone. Can you change the manufacturer of your engine? When
Mid-season.
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 No.
So you can change to a Ferrari engine.
yeah.
But
End of
it's
season.
a multi-year
but also a
contract.
contract.
It's a
Now
multi-year
if
contract.
the contract's up, like see the same, yeah, you can sign with us. That goes to every other team. Don't want to all up in your videos. Yeah, sign
Did you
for
see?
that.
Did you see who went to get the trophy? Binotto himself.
Yeah.
I never seen Toto on that stage.
Yeah.
Toto has
Hey,
never been
Binotto
on
was
that stage.
happy. Hey.
It's not because we're back.
That game when he was
By race 20, it's the cleaner will be going to get that trophy. Because tumemaliza
Zero.
nini tena. So,
So umesema engine nyinyi mnapatia sasa hii.
Tunaoffer sahi.
Who needs it the most?
McLaren toachane tuna hiyo
Yeah.
chane na factory
Yeah.
kama tunaweza house kwa yetu.
Gari yao ni
Benz pia tunaweza uzia. Benz can sell engines to other guys and then we sell them out. They've missed a trick.
I'm just waiting for that that Brazil engine to come.
Guys will wait for these engines. There's nothing that's happening. This new regulation. I love them. Once you're on top of the game, yeah. This is what happened with Red Bull the first time. And this is where no one wants to. Guys are acting blind to this fact. It happened with Red Bull the first time. Red Bull got a good car just when the rules had changed. Dominated for 4 years. No competition. Vettel was just dominating. New rules came in. Benz just started dominating. And the previous 7 years was Ferrari because the rules were friendly. Now, the rules are friendly.
The cycle is back.
It's a cycle. The good thing about F1 is just a cycle. So, what's what I'm going just G Benz will do, right?
But this may be the first time since maybe 2008, this particular season, where 3 teams can genuinely they can give each other competition any given day. I'm not saying that 3 teams can win. I'm saying 3 competition.
Competition.
Because the last time was 2008 when Bahrain GP won. That I actually remember where it was like Jensen Button and Rubens Barrichello, and it was just like so many.
was fire,
Any given
yeah.
time, like anyone could win a race.
Before the rules changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, rule changes, bro. Unless Red Bull can give Ferrari competition. That's acceptable. Benz
That's
won't.
it.
Unless Benz can somehow manage to make this a season about
But Benz
tire
always
management.
figures it out.
They always figure
You
it out.
remember last season, halfway
They
through,
started like-
we
they
were like,
started-
this thing is Red Bulls. Then all of a
Red Bulls.
sudden,
You see,
All of a sudden,
you
there's a
always
change.
figure it out. The first, even when they were losing, you knew the car was fast. Like it was just certain issues here and there. You knew the car was fast. Right now you look at the car, it's not fast.
It's not
It's just a slow car.
inanini tu.
Unless you just
Inachapa-chapa mabao.
take with management, that's only Hamilton can win. It's not
What do you think about the tires this weekend?
Who doesn't know?
It doesn't
Just
matter.
like tires, the tires are tire.
So change tire kiisha. Sasa tire
This is why I like Ferrari fans. You guys don't forget your strategist is not 100%.
Okay.
What happened that Mercedes went to the hard tires?
Sisi just fucked up shit, bro.
It's not just testing. Like,
Mercedes, just like their fans. Toto is also
They were trying
just
to go
like
the
their
whole
fans.
race.
They're also too clever. Too clever for their own good.
Pep, right? They're doing these pep things.
I think we'll go on the hard, yeah.
But I think you wanted to do a 2-stop, which didn't work because the hard now became worse than the medium. So they're just like.
Alright, so this weekend, who are we going for? Who's winning? We know your thoughts.
Let's relax.
Red Bull come back. At least for
If
number
they don't-
2.
If they don't change their PU, I'll see
2-4.
what they'll do. Because I'm sure the fuel pump is a big component of the engine, so
It
that's
might be costly to the starting position next week.
yeah. I like how it's just
The only competition.
There's only competition.
Change those units. Start at the back, man. Start at the back.
Hey, I haven't seen you enjoy F1 like this in a long time.
Yeah, it's
In a long time.
just like,
The Ferrari fanboys came out. There was a guy full red yesterday.
Can you tell us about your fantasy?
see, Ferrari guys, it's heritage, yeah?
Yeah.
It's just like United fans, Liverpool fans.
You know, Ferrari fans and
Ferrari.
United fans are the same. All of them is
Guys,
just noise.
It's heritage. It's guys who've been spoiled by winning when they started watching sports. And then now you've gone through a dull period, and then now you're just back to glory days.
And then, just quickly, just take us through your fantasy team.
Yeah, LeClerc. Big money.
Turbo driver.
Turbo driver. Definitely.
He wins another 3 races.
Remember this
He
guy,
stops
guys.
being
I
turbo
have
driver.
Alonso, Ricardo.
Ricardo.
Magnus, I did
K-Mag.
Magnus and I had Hulkenberg. And Samara.
Who does Hulkenberg drive for?
Ferrari.
Aston Martin.
Aston
Aston Martin. Bro,
So
Aston
Vettel
Martin
is
is in
Some
Alonso.
random dude. And then
Oh yeah, because of
Ferrari.
Vettel.
COVID.
So, dude, Hulkenberg was brought in at 11.5 million because Vettel was that, right? Then when Vettel got COVID, then they give you like a warning at you brought in Hulkenberg and valued him at 11.5. I'm like, dude, Hulkenberg is not even half that.
Not.
You're giving him to me at 11.5. But anyway, I guess when Vettel comes back, they'll just switch
You
him.
just switch him back, yeah.
Came out with 5.5.
Yeah, K-Mag is looking
That's a
solid.
steal.
That's a steal and a
big
half. That's
steal.
a turbo driver in the middle
Yeah,
of the
Mick
season.
also had Mick.
Yeah.
Had Mick.
Even
also
Mick,
admit.
I know Mick will break top 10 this season. I think he'll enter.
You think
top
he'll
10.
break?
I think he'll enter.
He's a much better driver than the car showed last year, I guess. I guess that's why he finished on top of Mazda Speed.
Yeah, so weekend 1-2. Yeah.
Hii constructors ni yenyu tu
1-2
mpaka mwisho.
constructors tutakimbia naye. By race 10 gap itakuwa huge.
I don't think so.
Huge.
Yeah, I don't think so.
When you go for that break, once you go for the summer break,
That's what now Mercedes turns up their engines.
so you go turn it up. see your turn. That's the thing.
This is the fear. This is
They
the fear.
think they
Like,
can do something. They think they can go sijui connect na Wi-Fi haraka. Actually, it's not moving, bro. That car is done. Like Benz, you see how errors end. How Arsenal don't believe they're not making top 4. How Arsenal have been.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan has been traded to the Colts.
serious.
Ah. Yeah, you see. see dynasty there.
Dennis is just dead.
They just died like that.
That's how shit ends.
I think this season will be exciting. I think it'll be three teams.
Wait, which season?
Asa anajipox. Asa Benz.
Yeah.
Jaribu kujipox kwa hii. Bro, we're done with you guys, bro. It's Red Bull and Ferrari.
Just hope
Benz.
your car is reliable. You're not used to being huko mbele.
Sawa. You guys will start having arguments with us guys.
Before you know it, you're a mid-table team. Top of the mid-table.
Last season we were trying to finish third.
Me, I've switched completely. Me, I'm fully Haas now.
A full house.
Full Haas.
He wants to go Ferrari, but it will be too shameless.
No, it's because
Too shameless just to go
pain.
win.
me, actually, one of my favorite drivers, I think of all time, was Rubens Barrichello.
Yeah.
Just as a teammate, he was a good teammate and he's solid. He could win, but he never won.
Never, yeah.
He was like, let me say they're my teammate, and then. But yeah, it's also too late. I can't just jump on that Ferrari bandwagon. Now that Kierre has funga that bandwagon, funga mlango,
Oh, we're closed.
It's just like.
Yeah, I'm going with the Haas.
I don't think it really.
It was
I'm
actually
just waiting for babes to stop tweeting about this F1 shit. Once Hamilton finishes like 5th,
that's it.
That's it.
let's sing another
Get
thing to
peace.
talk about.
Cannot have one in peace.
Watarudi kwa Anthony Joshua.
Knock you out, check on a sports. Walcott still plays.
El Clasico. I was going to say Madrid derby. I don't know why. El Clasico.
On Sunday.
You had predicted the Real win.
Nah, bro, draw.
You said Real. No, you said the Real win.
I said Benzema.
But Benzema was not playing. Surprised?
What was that?
Actually, before you start, I have things to say about Ancelotti. I was just trying to be modest. Ancelotti was drunk. Ancelotti is stupid. First 10 minutes, both midfielders are pressing higher than the strikers. Doesn't make sense. Then they concede how many shots? I don't know how many shots on target. Those guys score 2 goals. He switches up everything. He's like, nah, I don't like this. Tells Kroos and Modric come to them, talks to them, they go back to midfield. Second half starts, he takes off. Who did he take off? Kroos and I forgot it. Rodrigo, I think. Can't even remember.
What was Rodrigo?
Then he plays with the back 3. They concede 3 shots in the first minute and concede a goal. He goes back and calls the guy. Guys, go back to a back 4. Casemiro goes back to centre back. The moment he starts to centre back, they concede a 4th goal. And I'm just like, dude, what the hell are you doing? Like, what is wrong with Ancelotti?
The guy's old, man. Dementia is kicking in.
No, but he's been doing so well. That's the thing. Because I thought this season, remember when he was at Bayern?
Yeah.
There's a reason why he left it. They were saying, actually, this guy is training next one. Actually, Ribery said, my kids have more intense trainings than these guys. And I was like, this guy stand as the knee. He's stand because I expected that at Everton. That's why I predicted him to be the first man to be fired last season. Didn't happen. Then at Real, I was like, hey, this guy is actually balling. He checked PSG. I was like, sir, he's doing his thing. Let me not talk.
But El Clasico is
Then this happened.
Yeah, it's senior players, man. If you have a couple of senior players, you don't really need to be that intensive with your training. Like the Modric's and the Krooses, those guys don't need to be training regularly. So I think even 2 games in a week for those guys, usually for the La Liga games, they can switch up the team. So the fact that they played Champions League, knocked them under.
But is that a reason for you to lose that way?
Yeah.
Dude, you know
First of all, 10 points ahead.
The Alba goal, that's just a striker who was sharper than the defender. Sir, we'll give you that one. Second goal was which one? The header, the corner. Those are goals that you can concede like it's not, But the third and fourth goal, those are things that were completely avoidable. Especially the fourth one. The fourth one was the worst.
Like the mistake
was the worst.
You could have avoided that mistake.
How is it that you're playing back 4, but there's 3 people at the back and you're fourth? Like, a typical, before Manu gets scored, and then you do a screenshot of the screen and you look at Maguire. That's how it looks.
It's disorganized. I guess it's Madrid's approach to the game. They're not really playing for much against Barcelona right now.
But don't you think that they haven't shown that to us this season? They've been so solid. They've been playing well. They've been compact. Where did this come from?
You've been watching La Liga. Madrid
have been watching La Liga. Yeah.
They have normal games. They lose to some next team.
But they don't lose like this. They don't lose like this.
Randomly.
They don't lose like this. There's also when they're 12 points up. They would have won. No, 9
even
points.
PSG should have beaten them. Like on a serious aspect, PSG had more chances. They dominated the game for 150 minutes. Just that about 30 minutes.
PSG is another story.
So about 30 minutes.
PSG is another story.
Yeah, but you see,
they need those 4 kisses really badly.
Madrid's not as strong as you're trying to put it out. It's just they've met a team that was hungrier at that point. Barcelona is just they're young. They have guys who wanted to prove something. They're fighting for top 4 and top 3. So they're fighting for something. Madrid is 10 points ahead. They've won La Liga. 9. Yeah, they were 10. So now it's
no. Then Sevilla drew. Then 9,
9. Doesn't even make a difference to the title race. So they're not losing 3 out of 9. So they've won La Liga.
But they're messing around. Barca only how many points?
That's still far.
Barca are 9 points behind, I think. But they have a game in hand. And at the rate at which these guys are playing, and the one thing I've realized about Barca is the 12 points behind. Oh, so if they win, it'll be 9. Okay, they're still far. But
3 out of 9, it's not possible.
How many games are left?
9.
11.
No, 9.
Yeah,
9 games.
Yeah. So, but the other thing is that this team, and we talked about it last week when we were previewing that game, the Barca. Who are Barca playing? Can't remember who they're playing. No, we're talking about Xavi, like what Xavi has done to the team, where it's like they're still playing Barcelona football between the defense and the midfield. The moment it passes that second, third, then that's it. We're not playing Barcelona football anymore. It's now we focus on, and there's a reason why that front 3 all played in the Premier League. they're all just pace and power and Africans. like it's just the truth. Those guys, it gets once the ball passes them gets to Frankie. After that, it's just direct football, which is unlike the Barcelona we're used to, right? And I'm thinking, Xavi is actually, I mean, he's working with what he has. Like he's not actually inventing the wheel, but he's getting the best out of what he has. Yeah.
It'll be interesting. I think he'll improve the team slowly. I think by the end of it, they'll make Champions League either through Europa or by the table.
No, they'll make Champions League. Because they'll pass. They'll definitely finish. They'll probably just behind Sevilla, I think. Because who's third? It's my team. Betis.
Third.
Who's third?
Barcelona.
No.
Barcelona is third.
Barcelona can't be third.
Barcelona is third.
Are you telling me we were beat? Oh yeah, we fucking drew.
Barcelona is third.
Betis is
fourth?
about to finish 6th.
Atletico.
Atletis, yeah.
Real Betis is fifth.
Bruh, that's a
So
lie.
said that right behind
That
you.
table is skewed. That's fake news.
Things are mad.
It's here.
That's fake news.
Yeah, now you're looking for doggies.
His own doggies are bad. Doggy yaki.
Oh, so they're 12 with the game in hand. Barca will finish second,
Yeah, for sure.
at least.
Yeah, don't doubt they can finish second.
Who did they get in Champions League? Real?
Chelsea. Who did you guys get in Champions League?
Because you were so excited, eh? You're like,
Everything.
you're getting who? Who did you get?
I've won a cup in the FA Cup semi-finals, playing Benfica in the quarterfinals of the Champions League, so I'm already in the semi-finals of the UCL.
And then you meet Bayern and you beat Bayern.
Yeah, Bayern will beat Bayern. Bayern's
And then now it's a Liverpool City.
Liverpool will have a final.
Liverpool City final.
Maybe Liverpool, Chelsea, maybe Liverpool.
You can't meet them. Oh yeah, because Chelsea will meet City if
Chelsea
they both
will
go
beat
through.
City, yeah, if they do. It's not. It's a perfect season, bro. It's not. I don't get why. But I don't get other fans.
It's no. Let me tell
I'm
you.
trying to understand
Let
other
me
fans.
tell you.
Because I don't think there's any other fan who's experiencing what I'm experiencing.
I don't know. Me, I think right now you should be worried
Why?
because Martinelli tore Trent's hamstring.
To do what?
Trent is out for like 5
Finish with
weeks.
0 goals. You see?
Trent is out for 5 weeks.
This
No,
argument, Nex was
but
trying
Trent-
to.
but
Nex
Trent
was
is
trying to
out.
push. Nex has been trying to push this argument friends on Twitter. Throw him apart.
Martinelli ran out that guy's hamstring.
but he-
That guy.
You see,
That guy.
Just
That
go
guy.
check the
But he was
statistics.
found out.
He had one successful dribble.
That's
against
because-
Trent.
that's because-
That's the one where he just ran.
That's because Fabinho went to play right back.
Our team.
That's
is
because
built-
Fabinho went to play right
Our
back.
team is built a certain way
Z.
in order to accommodate
But
trivialities.
your assist guy now is out.
I know that for 3 weeks just to miss the international
5
break.
weeks.
Hey, bro, if
So
you
we
missing
won't,
that,
we won't have him for the Watford game.
Benfica
We'll
remove
still
you.
beat them.
Benfica chuck you.
Won't have him for the Benfica game. We'll
5
still
weeks.
beat them.
5 weeks is an option.
I don't know. It's not 5 weeks.
City.
It's 3 weeks. He's out till the Watford game.
Uh-huh.
Then he's back.
Benfica.
He's out for Benfica first leg, probably. That's just it's on Klopp's discretion if he wants to rest him for the
You play
City game
Milner.
on the weekend. Yeah.
He's gonna miss that City game.
The City game, he has to be there. He's
He's going to miss
Nah,
it.
he's
That's
actually
funny,
saying
it's-
he's not busy.
But if
Bro, when
it's
it's 3 weeks,
It's from
he's
the club.
21st.
Yeah, bro, we're on a break for 3 weeks. He hasn't played yesterday. Hasn't played.
I don't know. I'm just telling you.
Whether you want him
I'm
to
just
miss
telling you
it,
what we are
and mind
seeing.
you, we can still beat City with Gomez at right back. So I don't know what your problem is.
Z. You don't beat him.
It'll even be better with Gomez at right back because that means Sterling isn't doing fuck all. Like, you see, when a team is loaded, as we are loaded, we're playing City who don't have Diaz. So they don't have.
Because they're not loaded.
They're not loaded at the back, bro. You see, we have, out of the top 5 defenders in the league, maybe 6, we have 3 of them. So we're good. And we haven't even put Gomez, and Gomez,
Don't put Gomez.
don't
2 seasons back, was a top
Not
3
now.
defender.
I was gonna say
Matip's a top 3 defender, together with Van Dijk. Van Dijk's the best. Then
that's fine.
maybe Diaz, then Matip, then maybe whoever you want to put.
Wait, you're saying defenders or
Yeah,
the centre
centre
backs?
backs.
Oh, centre backs.
Centre backs, just centre backs. Bro, I'm taking my guys over anyone else's guys. So
You're going to ignore Rudiger, you're going to ignore...
I had Rudiger wishes he was Matip. Rudiger and Konate are same level.
See, there you lied.
Nah, Rudiger
Matip, right now,
yo.
Gabriel is better than
Yo.
But right now is not
Varane
100
plays next to a donut.
Ben White is better than Varane.
at the moment. Yeah.
Varane's not in this. Varane,
Varane is the conversation for 3 years ago.
Gomez, those guys. That's so good, right? It's not. You see, City is not scaring us that we are facing City. It's not about to be a scary thing. Our April schedule is looking hard if you are another team.
Okay, let me ask you a question, right? Just objectively.
Yeah.
Who's the best Arsenal defender? Centre back. And where would you place them in terms of ranking top 10 in the Premier League?
Probably Gabriel, maybe 6th, 7th.
That's fair
Yeah,
enough.
maybe 6th, 7th. And Ben White is still top 10 maybe, so I'll put him maybe 9th. You see, like Chelsea don't have better centre backs. Chelsea, maybe Rudiger, and Rudiger is not all that to me.
Thiago Silva.
Very old.
But Thiago Silva has moments in a season.
Plays in a back 3.
That's what I'm saying. He has moments. He has a moment where... Actually, that's another reason why I don't think... Defenders who are in back 3s already for me, in terms of like, you don't place them as high as like your typical centre backs, yeah? So you are playing in a back 4.
No.
Because in a back 3 means you're hiding someone because of something.
You have to hide someone in that.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple. No one really rates Matip as high as he's meant to be rated. But guys need to understand that was a golden boy nominee as a centre back.
Over the past like 2 months, Matip has been on some.
Matip's been on that all through.
No. Over the past 2 months, he's been better than Van Dijk. Over the past 2 months.
Yes.
Over the past 2 months.
Van
Over the past 2 months.
Van Dijk is different.
Van Dijk.
is
No, that's
a
the thing. That's the thing. He's been. I'm not saying he's sustainable. Matip cannot sustain that level of where you're almost comparing him. Okay, he's not been better, but he can't sustain that
It's
level.
been levels.
But
Levels.
the best thing about Van Dijk is every week I'll get at least a 7 from him, and that's all I need, right? I don't need to be 10 today and then 5 tomorrow, and that's what you need. Like you just need, and that's where people like Rudiger and Aspilicueta come in. Like those guys cannot play from the back. Chelsea cannot play from the back, and right now that's a very big trade for a centre back. If your back 3, back 4 cannot carry the ball from the back, but that's not how Chelsea play. So they don't need them to carry the ball from the back. So if you're ball playing centre back, obviously, automatically, you are ranked higher just because of versatility and what you can do. And I was actually thinking about this the other day. Who in the top 6? Who's the best ball playing centre back? If you take out like the top 6 right now, that includes Tottenham and United. Who's the best ball playing centre back?
In the top 6.
No, outside. Because remember last year. No, outside. Because remember last year.
Ben White can do fuck all. What Matip does? Matip's dribbling ability.
Size.
Fofana.
Fofana.
He just played last week and scored.
Fofana?
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
Fofana is out.
See, bro, you check. Who won them the Conference League game? Yes,
Wait, say that Fofana, his leg was
you
fucked.
check it.
See, his leg was broken
Who
the
won
other
the
day.
Conference League
The
game
beginning of
for
the
us?
season.
Brother, hey.
He didn't win. I mean, they didn't win that game, but they did win. Oh, yeah, he did play.
Scored!
So he's back.
No, you can't really be back if you're playing Conference League when you're not Premier League.
Oh shit, he broke it at the beginning of the season. Because he broke it the first week of the season. That's in August.
He's back, he
That
scored.
makes sense.
Yeah.
But he's playing Conference League, so.
Nah, that was his first game back.
At least he's playing.
So no, Who has Ben White played?
But
Which Europe?
But still relax.
The Euros.
But I think he's good. He sees the space and carries it almost all the way to
Who?
Ben White till the last third.
No. Ben White in terms of ball playing, we can't. That one we know. We know he's a great ball playing centre back.
He doesn't
But
think so.
Great is extreme.
No.
Good-
Ball
good
playing.
is,
I'm not saying all round. I'm
good
saying
is,
ball playing.
yeah.
No, ball
Good is,
playing.
great.
No.
Nah,
but he
dude.
moves
Ball
the
playing.
ball.
Ball playing. I'd put Ben White over anyone.
No one's
I'd
putting
put it
him
over-
over Matip any
No,
day.
over Matip.
Matip is the best dribbler probably in our club.
Fair enough.
And we have amazing dribblers. You guys right?
So then he's not the best.
Nah,
You said he's not
yeah.
better than Van Dijk.
Nah, as a ball player, he is.
Wow. Are you actually good to say that?
Everyone who watches Liverpool
Are you
knows
actually good to
Matip.
say that?
Even if you watch Liverpool content, that's what everyone talks about. Matip talks about it, Van Dijk talks about it, Hendo talks about it.
But Van Dijk is not going to say he's the best.
Nah,
Team
this
morale.
is-
You have to
it's
tell,
all
you
about
have to
team
tell other
morale.
people that they're
It's
amazing.
generally
You see,
just-
if you know you're great, you don't need to tell people I'm the best.
Klopp said it when he dribbled half the pitch and had a 1-2 and scored the goal the other day. Things
But
Ben
that-
White
but
can
that
only
was- that was
dream.
a stupid team
Things
they're
only,
playing against.
things only Ben White can dream of.
Let me tell you,
Bruh.
every time Ben White plays at right back Kwanzaa, as in it's madness. Yeah? That boy he was like a Rawo yesterday.
Salisu as well.
Who?
Salisu.
Salis was good. Salis
And
was
that
good.
kid from the other kid from Southampton, the one who just got chosen to the England team.
Livramento.
No, there's another
Terry
kid.
Small, Jack Stevens. Carl Walker-Peters. These are all defenders.
Just name the England squad that was chosen. There's a kid there. Name starts with an E. Yeah, that guy is also like a baller.
Well, man, you guys look for some other sports. I'm telling you, football is occupied at the moment.
So
Liverpool, City, and Chelsea are in the semis of everything. They're competing for
Conor
the league.
Cody, Mark Quay, Harry
that guy, Gueye.
Gay.
Crystal Palace.
Palace.
I was confusing you with Southampton. I don't know why.
Nah, Gay is a
Palace.
baller.
He even scored. He
The
scored this
Chelsea
weekend.
guy.
Yeah.
It's a Chelsea dude.
Is he permanently at Palace?
Yeah, sold them last season.
So it's only Connor who's going back.
Yeah, but just because of sanctions, everyone can get sold now if you want to.
They can't sell.
They can't sell.
Now I'm saying you can buy all of them from the
You
clubs.
can't sell.
They can't sell.
Kwani nyi watu hamuelewi? Because of the sanctions, these guys have buyback options. So they can't use the buyback option.
No, but he's on loan.
Not
No, it's
Oh no, talk about Connor.
Gay, Lamptey, Livramento, all these Chelsea boys, they have buyback options, which is why no one was going to go for them. But teams cannot now. Teams can go buy them for free if you want to.
Oh, you're saying to go and get
Chelsea
them.
can't have first refusal over any player
Because
of the
they can't
sanctions.
buy, yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
You understand?
Z, but you're explaining it like a fool.
Understand?
it's gone like
It's
so
good,
high.
yeah, dude.
I get it.
That's
So far.
simple words. Yeah?
Especially like in upper classes, so you.
Who was about Chelsea cannot buy? I'm like, bro.
Yeah, they can't buy their guys back. Yeah.
That's